XR 650L. Well, got a little story to tell you about that thing. I know you can't really tell it in the picture. You can't really tell it just by looking at it. But I did put the shortening link on there. As you can see, the little red thingy there, that's the shortening link. That's it. Okay. And I'm going to tell you what. That made a world of difference in that bike. It sits better. I can stand flat-footed on it, and I just have so much more confidence on it than what I did before, and it just feels better to me. It seems like it even rides just a little bit different, and it handles just a little bit different. Well, if you're gonna drop the seat height by an inch, that inch got to go somewhere, and so it goes probably in your swing arm and probably increases your wheelbase just slightly. Like I said, it's Mach Nix. The shortening link, I highly recommend that on anybody that has the XR650L, because the XR650L is way too tall. But dropping that 1 inch, as you can see, there's how the bike leans. It sits up a little bit straighter than what it did before, but that's all right. You just gotta be more cautious to where you're parking it. But no, I put the short link on there, and I love it. It's just unbelievable. Next thing I got to do is get me a new tire for it. Like I said, this junk lop tire is junk. This thing's only got 4,000 miles on it, and that tire it's gone. And I don't do wheelies, and I don't pull. I don't do stupid crap. I just ride it. But anyway, the shortening link. I would like to see Honda do like the KLRs and come stock from the factory with it 1 inch shorter, because they're missing out on a lot of people that would buy these bikes because they're just too tall, and it's shameful. Because I'm going to tell you what, the XR 650L stands by itself. The only bike that I could see that would even come close to being like the XR 650L is the DRZ 650. And the reason why I say that, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying anything bad about the KLRs. I love the KLRs, but the KLRs has got too much extra baggage. KLR's got the radiator and all kind of stuff, and KLRs are heavy. This thing here is 348 pounds, and it has no frills. Thumbs up on that. Thank you, Honda, for not changing that. The DRZ 650, the only thing it has on it is an engine oil cooler. Do I like it? I don't dislike it, but I don't really. To me, if you was going to do any off-road riding, which there again, use the bike for what it was designed for. It's a dual sport. Shouldn't have any trouble. But anyway, these two bikes, as far as I'm concerned, stand alone. Like I said, I'm not saying anything about the KLR. I had to put it in the adventure bike class. But as far as dual sports, okay, these two bikes stand alone. And to me, the XR, and I have to admit this, I've never really rode the DRZ 650. I'd like to, okay? But I have rode the XR 650L, okay? And this thing here is, to me, is the highlight of awesome. Just the 644 cc's, whatever it is, but you get out there and you roll the throttle, and it's not explosive. It don't just come alive, but you feel it, okay? And you feel it way down inside there. That 644 cc is torquey. It's going to do the job. It'll do anything that you want it to do, and you're going, yeah, it just inspires confidence, okay? After dropping that seat height by an inch, it made that bike 10 times better. And I tell you what, everything you do on your XR 650L to make it more personable is great, and you should do it. It's a great bike. Like I said, it's to me, it's just purely awesome. There's no other way to describe it. It's one of the best bikes in the market. For what I use it for, yes. For how I ride it, yes. For the feeling I get when I'm riding it, yes. Okay? This bike is awesome. I love my CRF 250, I love my XT 250, and I love my 10 rate 700. Okay? But whenever I want to just get out there and just feel nothing but pure old D awesome, I go to the 650. Because it's there. It's an amazing bike. So anyway, my XR 650L, it just keeps getting better. You know, I'm 70 years old, and I tell you what, I am so glad I bought this bike, because I really did. I did not know what I was missing till after I bought this bike. I've rode bikes for many, many years. I've got a lot of miles and a lot of adventures, but I didn't know what I was missing till after I bought this bike. This bike, it's just purely awesome. There's no other way to describe it. It's the best bike I own. It's awesome, inspiring. It's hard to explain. Get on one and ride it, and just touch that throttle. You don't got to be going fast. Just roll that throttle back. We'll say you're running 30 miles an hour. Just roll it back there and just feel that motor. Just feel the thing. You can just feel it. It's like, it's awesome. It is. I dropped that an inch. Makes that bike 10 times better than what it was, because now I have the confidence. I can touch the ground, and I feel more sure-footed with it. So, shorting link, oh, that's another video in itself. Change that shorting link. Was it easy? It wasn't no big deal. It took me, now see, I don't get in no hurry. It took me about 3 hours to do it, because before I do anything, I'd look and see what I had to do, and I had to pull the back tire, and fortunately I did have a motorcycle jack where I could jack it up. You're going to have some way of jacking it up. There's just, otherwise you're just going to fight it. But anyway, I got changed, and I'm satisfied with it. I just love it, and yeah, I highly recommend it. I really do. Mine does have the grease zerks on it, so I can grease them every 4 or 5 months. I can put a shot of grease in them, which is great. So, but anyway, the XR 650L is the pinnacle of awesome. There just ain't no way. Get on one and try it. Okay, like I said, the only two bikes in this whole class, as far as I'm concerned, is the XR 650L and the DRZ 650. I haven't rode the DRZ 650, but one of these days I get a chance. But right now, I tell you what, the XR, it's awesome. So anyway, I guess that's kind of enough of that. But you owe it to yourself. Try the XR 650L. Get your shortening link, drop that thing, shorten your seat, get your seat height down there, and because you tell you what, you just don't know what you're missing. This bike is no frills. It is no nothing. It's just when they built this thing, that they built awesome right into it. Okay, left off all that other crap, left off all that other junk, garbage and stuff, and just put a whole big handful of awesome in it, because it's got it. Anyway, that's enough of that. Ride safe, ride free.